probably give that course in 2 seconds. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. People work hard for what they have. They don't appreciate when people steal. Do you understand?
Welcome to What Had Happened Was.
Where we take a peek into actual court cases and give you commentary based on our unique perspective and experiences, and also give you informational tips and tricks to help you avoid a what had happened situation.
Before we get started, give us a thumbs up, a tasteful comment. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of every video as they come out.
So let me ask you this. Where is the wedding ring? That's what I want to know. Has anybody asked this question? Where is the complainant's wedding ring?
That is a very good question. I'd like to know too. Where
is the
where
ring?
are the wedding rings?
What is she? What?
Yeah, where are the wedding rings?
Yeah, what'd she do with them?
Inquiring minds would like to know.
What'd she do with them?
Inquiring minds like to know.
Because you gave $15,000, so now I'm really like, what did you get for them?
Exactly.
That you could give, just slap out 15,000. I don't know.
Did you include her wedding ring and her engagement ring as some kind of package deal for a wedding? I would like to know where the wedding ring is.
I don't have it, Your Honor.
Where is it?
I am not sure.
Well, let's backtrack. Let's see if we can investigate this like Matlock. You took the wedding ring from the locker, right?
No, ma'am.
Judge, that's why we pled no contest, because there were issues in the case. And I understand the court's position on this. We're doing the best that we can to make everything right. We don't know where the wedding bands are, Your Honor.
So did you use the credit cards?
Yes, ma'am. They were in the trash bin on the locker room next to the trash bins. And I took them and I used them, and I am very regretful about using them.
What did you use them for?
I bought a present for my daughter for her birthday.
What present did you buy?
She wanted earphones, those Beat earphones, and a video player.
So you just stole for your daughter. See, here's the thing. Everybody goes to church. People leave church and they don't take what they learn from church in the real world. So here you are stealing, really teaching your daughter how to steal because you're giving her stolen items. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'll sentence you to 1 year deferred. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
There's going to be 80 hours of community service restitution. I will not allow you to buy that off. So you will have to do those hours. Cats 1 and 2, state, I'm assuming that's to teach people not to steal.
Yes, Judge.
I could probably give that course in 2 seconds. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. People work hard for what they have. They don't appreciate when people steal. Do you understand?
I mean, she facilitated the rings getting stolen because she said she don't know where they are.
Yeah.
Because if she didn't have them in her hand or whatever, and she said she found the cards in the trash can. How she found the cards in the trash can if the lady was in the locker or whatever?
Which means
how would she know? How did she know they was going to be in the trash can? Because somebody must have told her something.
Or she saw what went down and just decided to capitalize on what she thought was an opportunity.
I don't think so. I think she knew what was going on, and she just don't want to get. She's probably the only one that can.
There are stupid people who get caught up doing stupid things at the wrong time.
No. She said it was a mistake because guess what? If you saw some credit cards, the basic honest person, if they saw something that looked like credit cards or something in the trash, how did she see them in the trash? Because that means the trash would have to be empty, and she would have to look and say, "Oh, credit cards," because you don't just see stuff in the trash can. You don't just see things in the trash can. How do you know to look in the trash can? I don't go around looking in the trash can.
I can't answer that question.
So once again, how does she know? Because if you see something if you happen to see something on the floor, or whatever, and you see it's of some value, and somebody be like, "Oh, this is somebody's something," you're gonna go to the desk and say, "Hey, listen, somebody dropped it."
Yes, ma'am.
There's going to be regular Zoom reporting. If you can't report by Zoom, it'll need to be in person. And there'll be regular UAs. Rebecca, is there no contact with Amber Stahl? Take in consideration 2021 CR 2965. Rebecca, is there anything else she needs?
The proof of employment.
Thank you. Proof of employment within 15 days. I mean, you own your own business for weddings. I would say you shouldn't be around anything that involves the exchanging of credit cards, but I can't stop people from working in their employment. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Rebecca, anything else?
No, ma'am.
Ms. Huesman, is there anything else you need from this court in order to be successful?
What she needs in order to be successful: a conscience and a soul.
No, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with that, we'll go off the record. My understanding there is victim impact.
Yes, Judge.
And who is,
Amber Stahl.
how is she listed on the screen?
The phone number, the 1210.
So now the victim's gonna make the impact statement. I've been waiting to hear this.
Exactly.
Hi, Your Honor. I apologize for not being able to make it onto the screen. I'm currently driving into work, so I do apologize for that.
No problem. It's just that then you'll be only able to talk to her, but you won't be able to see Ms. Huesman. So here's the thing, what I require is I require everyone to be respectful. Ms. Huesman will be respectful to you. So you may proceed, Ms. Stahl.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. So honestly, there's not much to say about any of this. She has her side. I mean, I have my side. For the last year and a half, I've just been constantly looking over my shoulder. Can't really go in anywhere, leave my stuff with anyone. It's hard to go on vacation, leaving my stuff places. I mean, unfortunately and fortunately, I remember the exact events of these days. I walked into the locker room. I unfortunately was on my phone. I had a family emergency, so I was not paying attention to my surroundings, which I normally do. I'm very aware of my surroundings. But the whole time I was on the phone, I just felt this presence just right over me. Like I could feel her staring at me. I come in with a t-shirt, leggings, tennis shoes. I'm 30 years old. I'm wearing a wristlet. There's nothing of value on me. My wristlet is from Ross. My clothes are from like a fundraiser marathon that I did. There's absolutely nothing special about me, except for my $15,000 ring that my husband worked 10 years to provide for me.
And now
So she says she came in there, she was wearing nothing, plain Jane, regular smegular
she didn't have no
clothes.
fancy gym
She
outfit
said
on.
the only thing outstanding on her was her rings,
That she
her
just had
$15,000 ring.
that-
Her husband worked 10 years, a decade, to get the money to buy that ring.
So
for
that
her.
means that she looked at what she had on, but then she looked at her hand and saw, and once again, she works in wedding planning. I'm quite sure she sees nice rings all day, and she can tell by the people's credit cards and the budget what kind of money they working with. So I'm quite sure she looked at her ring, saw her ring even on the
10
side,
years.
and the man worked 10 years. So that means he's $1,500 a year he saved up for this thing. 10 years, you know what it is to be engaged and wait 10 years for this ring? And for somebody in one swoop moment to just sit there and take it all and destroy everything, that's like taking a wrecking ball to your whole life. And then now you see people that don't, and then now you listen to this story, and then you see people that might be married or engaged, and you see that they don't wear their ring all the time or whatever. They're like, oh, why you don't wear a ring? Oh, because they don't want to get robbed.
And besides that, no matter what, even though she getting the $15,000 back, he slaved 10 years for that particular ring.
Right.
She'll never get those memories
That was
back.
a labor of love that he did
Yes.
for this woman.
That's the word, labor of love.
And she destroyed it all.
And now she's traumatized. She can't. She's looking over her shoulders all the time. She really has to go to
She's
therapy.
like, I can't go to vacation because now you think about when the people come in to clean your room, what they're gonna steal from me. When they go to do this, what they're gonna steal.
She had mental problems created for her.
Right. What are you gonna? You always worried about what somebody's gonna take from you.
And so, upon getting off my phone, putting my ring in my purse, along with my credit card, my $5 purse, along with my credit cards, my business credit card, my personal credit card, I put my ring in there because, you know, I don't think, I mean, first off, I'm not very comfortable even wearing my $15,000 ring that my husband so generously bought for me. Of course, I don't want to damage it. I put it in my purse. I put it in a locker with a code on it, knowing that, you know, the likelihood of someone saying that this is their locker and they need a key, you know, I picked the one with the code instead of the key, thinking it's a little bit safer. Obviously, this was a code locker, so obviously she was watching me the whole time, watched me with my code, everything. Otherwise, she would have not guessed this code. I mean, I vividly remember it. I go upstairs an hour later, come back downstairs. My boss texts me, hey, are you at Target trying to spend $400? No, I'm at the gym. 2 minutes later, I get a text from my personal credit card saying, are you at Target trying to spend $200? So no, I'm not there. Upon going through my purse, looking for these credit cards, they were no longer there. My credit cards were in my purse, in my locker, not by a trash can. Upon investigating my purse, there's no evidence of my ring.
So she said when she was at the gym, some of the lockers have keys and some of them have codes. And she thought that by having the one with a code would be a little bit safer because I guess you got to like generate the code or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's something you make up yourself. So that means that she feels like the lady was like watching her when she did the code or whatever. But she says the person they got into the locker and they took it out of her bag because when she came downstairs, she got a text message from her boss saying, are you in Target? She's like, no. She didn't think anything of it. She gets back downstairs again. She sees her phone. Her personal credit card is saying that you trying to spend $200 or whatever.
She said no.
And no.
And she said her purse was still, her rings are gone.
Her rings
the credit cards are gone.
And she starts
the
looking
purse
through the bag.
was still in the locker. So they opened it up, stole it, and placed it back to the avoid suspicion so she wouldn't think twice.
Figuring when
my stuff is still there.
Probably,
I'm good.
No, thinking that when she got in, she was going to take her stuff and leave and just go on about her business. And by the time she figured it out, she would be wherever she was.
Long gone.
She might have went and got something to eat and be like, she'd have to backtrack herself too much.
Immediately called the police. So now here I am today. Don't trust anyone. Can barely go on vacation. I don't leave anything of value. Still have not bought a ring. Don't have any kind of reasons to buy a ring. I'm just extremely confused as to why someone that owns a business, drives a very nice luxury car, lives in a $500,000 home, I'm sure has kids, why they would wish this and do this on anyone else.
So apparently during the course of the investigation, her background came out. So that not only is she's a monster, not only is she not impoverished, she lives in, they said, a $500,000 house,
drives a
luxury car, and owns her own business. So she didn't need this. This is unnecessary.
So once again,
that was cruel. That's cruel. That's what you call cruel and unusual punishment. Now she's forever traumatized. Her life is upside down. She doesn't trust anybody. She's paranoid, and she has no desire to even get another ring. In spite of the fact that she has the ways to get it now.
Because it's not that ring. Because that ring was the ring, and there will never be another ring like that one.
Yep, that's right. That's where sentimental value overshadows the actual current value.
You know, they could have broke up 3-4 times by the time he got that ring together. Who knows? I mean, we don't know their story, But I'm saying the fact that, once again, she said he worked 10 years to get
10
this ring.
years.
I'm assuming being a business owner, and I'm sure being a successful business owner, especially in the wedding industry. I worked in the wedding industry for 8 years. I know how much money is there to be made. So I'm sure this lady is extremely successful. I just don't understand why she had to go into my locker, watch me, watch my code, take this ring off my finger, put it in my purse, why she had to go in my locker, steal it. And from that, you know, my husband suggests that I do therapy. Thankfully COVID, so there's not a lot of going on, going out, leaving my purse on the table while I go to the restroom. There's none of that. So I'm just, at the end of the day, I wish I could ask her why, like, if she had a son that spent 10 years saving up for this ring for this girl he's been with for half of his life, if he would want someone doing it to her son. Like, what's the point of being a business owner and you can afford all of these things, afford this car, afford this house, if you're just going to go steal from somebody else? So, Your Honor, that's pretty much all I have to say today.
All right, thank you. Is there any other victim impact statement?
No, Judge.
All right, do you need to speak with Ms. Stahl?
No, Judge, I'll contact her after.
All right, then Ms. Houston and Ms. Corley, I'm gonna send you all to breakout room number 1. Ms. Corley, you can go to 1 or be excused.
I do have to go to another court, Your Honor. So, Sarah, if you have questions, just give me a call. But Judge, I did need to bring attention to one thing on the video consent. Yes. There was a problem. It wouldn't let me sign my name. And then when it went to Sarah, it allowed her to sign her name, but it wouldn't let her turn it in until she also signed on my name, and it wouldn't let us put 2 different names. So her name is on both hers and the attorney. If we could maybe have the clerk correct that, or
yes,
someone
we'll have the clerk correct that.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Thank you, Judge. Sarah, call me this afternoon if you have questions.
Thanks for watching.
And also give us a thumbs up, like, comment, share. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified of every video as they come up. And get that algorithm going and help us build this channel in 2024.
And make sure that you don't wind up in a what had happened situation.